What is up, guys? Hbox here, and wouldn't you know it, just in time for this week, we have yet another story of, let's just say how friendly Nintendo can be when it comes to discovering or owning things that they might have disregarded for a long time ago, them realizing it, and them saying, you can't have this either. That's right, everyone, but this time, it's not a pirated game, this time it's not a mod or some kind of an event running a game they don't want to, no. We gotta take it back about 26 years. My math might be wrong by a little bit. We gotta take it back a lot because Nintendo has apparently copyright stricken a 1996 Super Mario 64 strategy guide. They've taken this down, and the reason is this was only available in Japan. It had never been sold in the West, and I think someone finally posted scans of this Japanese-only Nintendo guide. And the really cool thing is that it has a lot of like 3D dioramas of stages and unique art that had never before been seen or published anywhere else. Now, it got posted, and of course, with the Mario 64 fandom, you know, people started sharing it. They started getting really excited about it. I'm sure the speedrunning community also saw it. And basically, Nintendo could have let this be, and this article from Kotaku puts it pretty well. Having high-quality scans uploaded to the public domain wasn't just for the recreation, it was preserving the book's content and making them publicly accessible long after the community to purchase the book directly had disappeared. So only a plus for this, right? When you have dioramas and pictures and art only located within a book, that might be the last time you see it. In case it gets burnt or stolen or destroyed, it's really good to have these contents and make them digitally accessible and recreatable so they can be shared and, you know, stored forever. However, as you can see here, Comfort Food Video Games, who was the scan's uploader, said, archive.org sent me their usual takedown notice telling me NOA challenged the copyright of the scan and it was removed. I'd love to challenge the legitimacy of that and how NOA would have had anything to do with a Nintendo of Japan licensed Gembooks guide from 1995, but I can't really fight the Nintendo legal team here. It's incredibly disappointing. And of course, he's saying, like, obviously IP and copyrights are important, but he didn't think scanning a 27-year-old guide was that harmful to anyone. And let's be honest here, it's not harmful to anyone, it's only helpful, and in fact, it reinforces love for the game and the fandom that came as a result. But again, following with Nintendo's complete tone deafness when it comes to what their fans want and love, they took it down, right? Now, of course, you would think, okay, the video's going to stop here. Hbox told me some news about Nintendo being shitty again. But wait, there's more. If you go on eBay right now, there exists a Super Mario 64, I'm not even kidding, a Super Mario 64 complete clear guidebook for the nice price of $311. We can zoom in here and see this is the real thing. This is the real deal. And this was actually the copy of this guide that was uploaded and then taken down by Nintendo. So there's 2 watts in the last 24 hours. It's in good condition, obviously not new at all, because why would this be pressed anymore? I mean, it's an old game, it's 26 years old. There's no reason to press it anymore. So why the hell would they print it? And of course, why would we want it online either? No, let it die, right? Let it go away. Exactly. Free shipping and returns though. But it's right here. Now, you know, the better part of me wanted to actually buy this from Japan, look inside of it, and show the world, right? Because I think this is like really interesting, and I wanted to see exactly what got Nintendo so riled up to have to take this down. But luckily, thanks to our goated editing team and Chia, of course, we do have this lovely Google Drive folder, which is the complete guidebook that was being referenced here. And if you want right now, we can actually click through this and see what they were talking about, you know? This is slide by slide the idea and these sort of pictures and dioramas that was being referenced. Guidebook here. And of course, it has a strategy on how to beat all the stages and all this. Look at this. You have these cool, like, this is probably something that was built. It looks either paper mache or maybe clay, but it's literally, I think, Tiny Big Island right here. And it's done with, like, really nice, like, wholesome craftsmanship. Like, why would Nintendo not want us to see this? Of course, you got guides on Rainbow Ride. You got guides on how to fly. Look at this. On Thwomp's Fortress. Like, every single stage, I believe, has these, like, hand-built things. This is so cool. I mean, why wouldn't you want people to do this? And in fact, why wouldn't you want people to recreate this and go through it? And whenever I see this, it reminds me of like how to speedrun the stages, but it basically gives you the strategy on how to, you know, get the stars, probably with dying lists. Probably not optimal, of course, in terms of speed, but the way the developers want you to beat the level, right? That's all here. And of course, there are American guides, but the American guides didn't include these really, really cool handmade dioramas. And I'm going to click through. Look at this! Look how cool that is! You kidding me? The attention to detail, the textures. They have Mario shivering in the bottom left there. This is so cool. My God. They really wanted just no one to see this anymore. You can't even buy this anymore. Look at that. You got the thwomp right there. TikTok clock. And I think the reason they made these and sort of made them like tangible hand objects is because they wanted people to visualize the space, you know, in a 3D way. This is, again, the first game almost ever of its type. It was completely groundbreaking. So having this like sort of, you know, figure, this like diorama that you could maybe place in your house and look into it in certain ways helped you understand how the stage was. And the volume and the spacing is pretty accurate too. Look at this. Mario diving in here again. You got the chest down there. You got the manta ray, the sharks. Of course, all the enemies here. There's just so many little things that were in this guy that I cannot believe. And guess what? You're going to be seeing all of them here. Hazy Maze right here. Like, it's just so sick. They probably, this is only a little part of it, they probably had the entire stage planned out. My goodness. Shifting sands. The pyramid right here, the towers, the eagle. And every single time they have like a different little Mario that was formed here. I would love to have more information as to who actually created these dioramas. Whether it was like a someone in Japan who was really familiar with this, someone that they commissioned, or someone with internal from Nintendo. And you know what? If Nintendo doesn't want to see it, guess what? You're seeing here on my channel right now. I mean, this is just so cool. This is just so, so cool. The spiral mountain going upwards. Oh my God. They even have like the backgrounds, like the tile backgrounds and sort of the floor that they used to make it seem like. I wouldn't be surprised. You think they actually built some of these before the stages were actually made? Is that outlandish to think that some of these might have been built first, and then of course Nintendo made the stage as a result? Because if that is it, these are like culturally significant dioramas here. I'm just gonna keep clicking through here because I want you guys to see. I'm sure the editors will be clicking around. Oh my God, Bob on Battlefield with the grass on top. I remember when I was in like 5th grade, I made something using that little like AstroTurf. It was like an arts and crafts project, but it wasn't for Mario. It was like to make a little thing about the 3 little pigs. But man, can you imagine if these are preserved somewhere? Can you imagine if in some Nintendo office or archive or somewhere in the headquarters these are still located there? Could you imagine auctioning these off? It would be so cool. And owning one of these? Look! That's the entire TikTok clock, like first like opening when you have to get the red coins, I'm pretty sure. I can't tell too specifically. Man, but if they have turning here and they even have like start signs going through here. I'm sorry, I'm geeking out a good bit, but for good reason, guys. You can't really blame me on this. Wow, man. And look, right there, cannonless. They have Mario going through here. They show you how to get over this little bypass. Thwomp in the top. Oh, this is so... Dude, people would pay, I'm talking thousands, maybe tens of thousands of dollars for one of these official dioramas in their house. The Bowser sliding maze. They have all the red lava. Man, did they really make one for every single stage? This is so cool. Look at that. The rainbow ride, the carpet star. We have to go into the house and they use like a ribbon to make the actual rainbow. And right here is like an actual like to scale model of that little like I'm not sure what I can even call it, but it's like where the red coins are stored in that level. It's like a stand-up maze made of stone. Bro. And I bet you could actually open that house up and everything's inside there too. I love this. I love every single bit of this. When's the last time you've seen this for any other game? Yep. The ice level. And I like how they zoom into the corners, right? They don't show you the entire thing because, of course, every stage is really, really big. But because the dioramas are so, like, refined and so detailed, you can actually zoom in. It's page 144, 122. I think a lot of these pages are sort of in random order. So I'm just like clicking through here and seeing what was there. Look at this, man. The snowy trees. You got the little snowman there who's missing his body. The bridge, of course. No, I'm probably clicked through already half of these, but I'm confident to say now that they actually made one for every single level. So I'm trying to get through here and show you just that. Oh my god. You have the M in the middle, the eyeball, all the bullies, the volcano in the middle. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm just telling you, like, the distances between the things I think are actually perfectly to scale. So looking more at it, they probably took the designs of the stages digitally and then they based it on that and not vice versa. Tiny huge island with the wiggler. Wow, man. Look at this. I love the fact that they use like a mesh here to create this little bypass wall that Mario has to go into to get to the next part of the level, and also wall jump through. I'm angry now. The more I look at these, the angrier I get. Why would Nintendo not want this to be seen by people? It's not even the physical objects. Of course, I understand like owning the official dioramas, but like, why not the pictures? Look at this. King Boo at the top. You got the little floating. They even made a floating island with a little stand-up stick there. The cannon right here. That's so great. There's like a wholesomeness to us. Oh my god. And there's the official. This right here. This is like promotional art, I feel. It kind of reminds me of I could have sworn there was a commercial that used like a clay Mario, a claymation Mario, to advertise either this game or another. But this definitely reminds me of that. You even got Toad down here too. Peach right in front of the castle. Oh, Boo's mansion with the crazy piano on the left over there. Wow. Even the bypass walls. And there's another angle, of course, of Shifting Sands, which has a little pavilion here. I wonder if they use actual sand. That would have been really cool. Yoshi at the top there, dude. This is like rare. This is like rare stuff, man. This is like this gave you spoilers. Of course, I mean, it's a god, of course it did, but still. Super Mario 64 complete. Oh, come on, dude. Obviously, this is the hardest stage to make a diorama, but they still did it, man. Start and finish. The floating ship up there, the individual platforms, and an entire ribbon of rainbow leading you from the start to the finish. Using that as a guide to explain to players where you have to go. I say also try shortcut scoop. The shortcuts, they want you to speedrun it, man. They knew what they were doing 2 decades ago. Life could have been so simple. And again, this Mario right here. That Mario is just completely made of clay, and they drew on it with a little paintbrush. And the thwomp in the back, look at the expression of him. There's just a very human aspect to this whole thing that I absolutely love seeing. So yeah. I'm wondering. Another one there. Yep. Hazy Maze, and of course the big. I think her name is Nessie. I could be wrong though, but the big Loch Ness monster in there. Even that was made. Wow, is that Dire Docks? Is that what this is? That is so cool. And look, in this one you can see there's almost like a shrubbery to the back of it. Maybe and you can't even see that in the main game. You have the cannon right there, but usually the back of it is just a big wall. This is so neat. Maybe they intended it to be like part of a coast side too. This might actually show you insight into what the original design of the stages might have been. Man. You got the mazes, of course, a moveset breakdown, wall jumps, wall kicks, crouches, long jumps. How to beat up enemies. 100 coin strats every single time. The sub, the Bowser sub right there. Look, come on. I'd pay at least $1,000 to own the official Bowser sub diorama. And speaking of which, that's gonna be the last picture. So yeah, I mean, it's just awesome. It's just so cool to see this. And props, honestly, huge props to Comfort Food video games. Yeah, if you go to Comfort Food VG it's their Twitter account, and it looks like, yeah, I think this entire account is just dedicated to doing this stuff. It's just so cool. Oh, wow. There's even like bigger images here. Yeah, because when I was looking at the book, it's per page, but now with this, it's like the full pictures every single time. That is so cool. Wow. Wow. This item is no longer available. Ah! Look, I'm going to give props. If anyone wants to go to this Google Drive link, which of course I will gladly put into the description, and who wants to recreate these images, you just got to put them side by side. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. And do it to spite Nintendo, okay? So again, huge thank you to Comfort Food Video Games, and let's preserve these forever. Let's preserve these, and hell, maybe someone one day will even recreate them. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know why Nintendo feels the need to do this, because I no longer have any idea. And let me know if you want to see more of this content. It's these rare moments that are so nice. So sick. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Have a good one.